What's up, guys? It's Yank here with 47 North Gaming, back with another episode of Trucking with Dave. Now we are looking at more the Arizona expansion and some of the stuff that's a little bit more out east on the map. So I'll drop you guys straight into the action.
You should have been with me earlier. I don't ask me how I did it, but I was talking and I started going the wrong way down the highway.
So what you're saying is you were drunk?
Oh, basically. And this guy, I see two blue dots, and then I see headlights, and I'm like, oh shit. And this guy screams into the microphone, "Ah!" And just is like yelling. I was like, oh my goodness. I don't have any freight market. Everything is external.
I got right into that last time too, so what do you got for external?
Okay, I got Stockton, Winnemucca, more Stockton, Peoke, and that's in Nevada. In Nevada, lots of Nevada.
I don't have a whole lot of Nevada. I have a lot of Arizona, but for obvious reasons. I also have California.
Okay, California, I got Stockton, and more Stockton.
Alright,
and
big
Reading.
variety.
Truckee.
Wait, you have Truckee?
I do. And Sacramento.
Hold on, I think I actually might have a Sacramento. I was just about to say, if not, I've got Reno, which is fairly close. But I feel like I have a Sacramento in here. I did, at least at my last stop. Okay, so go to...
Wait, you said you had a Reno?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm way closer to Reno.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, the farthest south I got is Sacramento. Unless one of these... I got a Tonopah, Nevada, which is pretty much in line with Oakdale, or, well, Stockton, but in Nevada.
Oh, so like kind of like mid part of the map.
Yeah, actually.
It's like all North California and North Nevada if it's not in Arizona. Oh, I have a Sacramento.
Alright, let's do Sacramento.
I have a delivery pending.
I am locked in.
Hold on. Apparently I have a delivery pending.
It's frustrating.
How did I fix that before?
We close. You have to close the game. Go.
Yeah. So I already cleared it, but I gotta close the game then.
Oh, okay. Yeah. World of Trucks. Okay, I'm good to go. I'm heading out for pickup.
Oh, totally. I'll have to send you a video on Facebook. I got my truck to do hydro stands.
No. I accidentally put my truck up onto a cement piling, like the kind meant to stop your truck from going anywhere. I got one tire up on it, and I didn't know what the parking brake button was at the time, and so I was scrambling for my phone to get a picture to send you, and I was going to caption it, "Dat Flexdo." It had like literally one tire was like 6 feet up off the ground, and the other tire was on the ground.
Bravo.
This dude just say somebody's level 60?
Beats me.
Dude, this is the hangout. There's 4 people in this pickup.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
There is no persons at my pickup, but there is somebody coming behind me. Oh my gosh, remember that pickup that I was having, or the drop-off, I was having trouble with parking? That first one we did?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's actually the video I posted, I think, today. Anyway, this is the exact same spot. Different trailer, so I'm moving something different. But same place, because I recognize the road and the drop-off point.
This guy's got an Optimus Prime paint job. Respect.
Alright, I am loaded up, ready to go.
Me too. Dude, this admin that was on.
Oh, you just went super crackly.
I sound crackly?
Yeah.
I do not know how to make this a better situation.
Alright, it sounded better again, so it might have been internet or something.
Yeah, a little lag spike.
Anyway, what were we saying?
I had to give that guy a little toot-toot for getting the hell out of my way. Anyway, this admin, oh my god, dude. This admin was all, like, I came into town, and he was driving in reverse on the road, so I came to a stop. And then he, like, dude, everybody loves this name. And so then he, like, pulled forward and slammed his car into a wall, and then he, like, pulled off the road. So then I started moving forward, and then he, like, slammed it in reverse and backed into me. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, so then I, like, stopped, and then he pulled off the road again on the other side. So I'm like, all right, I'm getting out of this dude's way. He's acting crazy. So I pulled forward, then he backed out and slammed into my trailer. And then he pulled forward, and then he slammed into me as I was trying to make my turn. And I'm just like,
that doesn't sound like an admin. It sounds like somebody that bought a car.
It was like a car, and they had a colored name, and they had a flashing light on top of it.
Maybe they were. I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, it was like, what the shit? I'm really glad there wasn't a mod on for that driving in the wrong direction fiasco, because I don't think that would have been taken lightly. Even though it was a complete oopsie.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that would have been a good way to get banned. And the interchanges here in Phoenix are quite elaborate.
Why can't I adjust my steering wheel? I want to adjust my steering wheel. It's like the only thing you can't adjust in this cab.
Might just have to do. Well, it's probably because it's a movable piece.
Oh, yes. That would be very difficult.
Probably should have filled up before I hit the road, but oh well.
Okay, I'm 10 hours out.
I am 19.
Oh my god, how does this keep happening?
Because I'm in the south part of the map. I will haul monkey ass to get there.
Dang, that's like way faster than normal ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do have one of those tip-back trailers, so I can haul a lot of stuff in the back.
You got a what?
I have one of them gravel trailers, you know, like a dump truck trailer.
Oh, yeah. I can. Is it short?
It's not super short, but it's not a long one.
I really hate hauling the propane tankers because some of them are normal sized, and then the other ones are like stretch limousines, and you get used to hauling the normal ones. Like I've been hauling them. I must have done 6 propane jobs the last time I was on, and Like, you get used to hauling the normal-sized one, and then the stretch limousine gets hooked up behind you, and you're running over everything. Because they look the same, so you don't think about it until you actually hit something. I added these license plates to my windshield. They're very obstructive, but I'll let it. It's like the Fig Newton sticker in Talladega Nights.
Right.
So what'd you do at work today?
What did I do at work today? Yeah, the usual. Served wine, checked a bunch of inventory in, gave a tour.
You have a good job.
I love my job.
Yeah, that is a good job.
Get tips.
Save that money.
Yep. I put it into my car because
I was just about to say that. It's okay. I got a truck.
it just got a new distributor cap and a rotor.
Solid. Just one rotor?
The rotor in the distributor.
Oh, right.
Because it's the old mechanical style.
So, is that all installed?
Should be. I guess I haven't taken a look, but that's what I paid him for.
Dude, you've got to hear this. So, okay, so my dad bought a brand new minivan for my mom when we first came down here. And so it's like a 2015. And it's a really nice van. I mean, it drives pretty good. Like, it's comfortable for the most part. I mean, it's kind of got the chintzy Chrysler feel of it, but I mean, it's a pretty decent van. Like, not gonna lie. But the only thing that I don't like about it, and it's got plenty of power too, but the only thing I don't like about it is its transmission just always seemed to shift a little hard on it. I mean, it just, I don't know, didn't seem right to me. So my dad, we're running out of warranty on it. So my dad takes it in for an oil change, or my dad calls to get an oil change scheduled. And he said, yeah, I want an oil change, I want to get my tires rotated, and I want somebody to take a look at this transmission because it's shifting really hard. It's going to go out of warranty soon, and if something's wrong, I want to take care of it now. So the lady said, okay, well, if you got a transmission issue, we'll schedule you for 8 o'clock. Wow, okay, that sounds awesome. That'd be great. So drops the car off yesterday, 8 o'clock in the morning, and this really, really young kid is filling out the paperwork. And he's like, all right, oil change, tire rotation, and in the transmission work, yeah, I'd say, hour and a half. And I was like,
no.
Wow. Like, are you sure?
Got a team of people working on that?
Yeah, I know. He was like, no, yeah, hour and a half, no big deal. Okay, well, I'll just hang out here then. So then he waits 20 minutes, and the service manager comes out and says, I think this kid is a little confused. It's going to be an hour and a half before the transmission tech can look at it. So, why don't we'll get a driver to take you home. And so he's like, oh, okay. So he talks to the kid some more, and he's like, yep, so we'll get the oil changed, we'll do the tire rotation, and that'll cost $80 or whatever. My dad's like, are you kidding me? This is warranty shit. Rotate the friggin' tires. $80 for that? And he's like, well, I don't think you understand, sir. We gotta take the tires off, and we gotta balance them, and that takes time, and then we gotta put them back on the car in different spots. And my dad's like,
that's called a rotation.
Yeah, why are you rebalancing my tires? Please put them on different corners. There's not a need for that. And $80, Jesus, the kid was completely wrong. So I take him home, and they're like, yeah, we'll give you a call. We'll have it back to you by the end of the day. They never call, no word, never hear anything. So my dad drives in there today at 10 o'clock, and he goes, he goes in the service department. He sees the kid walking, and he's like, "Excuse me, young man." And the kid keeps walking. He's like, "Excuse me, hey, young man, young man." He turns around and he says, "What?" He says, "Well, do you know what's going on with my vehicle? I never got a call from you guys yesterday." He's like, "Well, what's your name? What's your vehicle?" That's like, okay, well, I was here yesterday at Gordy. I had the red Chrysler Town and Country. And he's like, all right. Walks away. Doesn't say sorry to call you, or like acts like, whatever. So then the kid comes back and with the service manager, and they're like, yeah, we haven't touched your car yet. And my dad was like, when I was here yesterday morning, you told me it was going to be an hour and a half. Then you told me that you'd have it back to me by the end of the day and give me a call. You never gave me a call. Now you're telling me you haven't even touched it. So, what's going on here? And the service manager explained to Dad how the appointment booking lady, booked the appointment in the morning for the transmission guy to take a look. But she didn't. She didn't realize that there's a backlog of people with transmission issues. And my dad was like, okay, well, why didn't you just change the oil and rotate the tires? I'll just take it now. And he was like, oh, well, at the dealership here, see, each person works on the entirety of the car. So because you needed transmission work, our transmission tech will be able
why the
to change
transmission
the
tech
oil.
is so backlogged.
Yeah, right. That our transmission tech is going to have to change the oil, rotate the tires, and check on your transmission. But right now we have a couple people with transmission issues, so once he's done fixing the transmissions, we'll get you your oil change.
You gotta be kidding.
Why is a transmission technician changing oil and rotating tires on cars when there's other cars with transmission issues to be looked at? And why does the trans tech have to do the oil and the tires when he's replacing transmissions, which is his job? Like,
Right.
what the frick is wrong with like? I've never heard anybody. This doesn't make sense to me. Who runs a shop like that? It makes no sense. Like, of course, they think everything's gonna get backlogged. Like, if you have a specialized person, they got to do everything. Like the oil change boys are sitting around with nothing to do because the transmission tech's taking care of it.
Just hire more transmission techs, get rid of the oil change boys.
Yeah.
Really.
There you go.
Well, it was funny because like the last couple times I had the vehicle in, one was for an inspection and then one was to actually do the work. That's why they say drop it off at 8, and get you in, and the first time they didn't even get to looking at it until like 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was only because I actually went back in there and said, all right, we're taking a test drive, and I'm going to drive and you're going to observe, because apparently you guys can't figure it out.
Yeah, right,
You
right.
can't figure out how to drive a car and inspect it.
Yeah.
And then went back in for the change in the distributor, and drop off at 8. I think I got a call at 10, because they like to update every couple hours.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, well, it hasn't gone up on the lift yet, or hasn't gone into the stall yet. I'm like, so it's been sitting there for 2 hours doing nothing.
Be using my vehicle. I've got other things to do with my day than wait for my vehicle.
And I have work to get to, and the things I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about when I got the warranty done on my pickup truck when I first got down here?
Which thing? Possibly,
I got new wheels, new seat belts, and a new trim piece for my door.
Nope, you didn't tell me this story yet.
So I come down and my warranty expired in August, or not August, sorry, in May, when I first came down. Maybe the first week in June, but it was right when I came down. And so, I had some things I wanted to try to take care of, get my money's worth out of my warranty. My tires my wheels were peeling up. The clear coat was peeling away from all the shitty, horrible Michigan roads because this car hasn't seen a garage in 2 years.
Right.
So, of course. And then my seatbelts were fraying in the front, but those are the ones that only get used. So, and then
why'd I have to hit traffic?
Ever since I bought the truck, the little trim worked on, and it was something like really simple, like it was something like he bought it and like the stereo went out in it, or something like incredibly obvious, and he took it to the dealership and they would not fix it under warranty, and he like raised hell with them and they wouldn't do it. He wrote a letter to the company, and they finally got him in eventually to do it. So I told him, I said, yeah, my warranty's almost up. I'm gonna get a couple things taken care of quick. He's like, oh well, good luck with that. Like, and he's like, not even. Everybody down here doesn't buy American, so of course he's like, General Motors, yeah, right, you're not gonna get anything. So I went up to the dealership, and the tech came out, and I explained to him everything, and he's just nodding his head and writing it down, and he's like, yeah, I'll show this all to the service manager. So he brings the service manager out. The service manager shakes my hand and asks me how I'm doing, goes around and says, oh yeah. He's like, showed him the rims, and he pulled out the seatbelts. He says, yeah, this was a bad design. The front seatbelts are a bad design. We'll replace it with the brand new redesign. And then he looks at the trim tab and he says, yeah, that's definitely loose. I mean, he looked my truck over in about a minute. And I needed screws for the tailgate cover, like a bed cover, a piece for the tailgate. And he was like, yeah, give him new rims, new trim tab for his door, 2 seat belts, and screw down that thing for him, the tailgate, done. Like, barely looked it over, signed off on like $2,000 worth of work by the time you add up all the parts for them. Like, them wheels are not cheap. Wheels and all the extra shit. They had to end up tearing the whole door panel apart and buying an entire new one. I mean, that was probably like $2,000, mostly like the grand in rims. But, like, just, yeah, whatever, just give it to him. All right. So I came back. My neighbor was blown away. Like, absolutely couldn't believe that I got that kind of service, warranty service from the dealership. And then 2 weeks later, went out and bought a top.
There's this truck that is surging right now.
Oh, he can't. He's going through the stop sign.
No, he's surging, like, taking its sweet time going through the on-ramp.
Oh.
And he's backlogged a couple of trucks.
I really wish I had a clutch. Like, it really frustrates me because this semi-automatic shifting dealio is a pain in the ass sometimes when you're trying to roll up to a stop.
Right.
I just want to pull in the clutch and roll up to it and then downshift and take off. I don't want to come to a complete stop because if I downshift too early, it's bad on my transmission, apparently.
Alright, so how far out are you?
I am 15 minutes.
No, I am like 10 hours.
I'm sure I can find local jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hauling up there, so I'm going.
So what? You're still on the same truck,
Yep.
and but you paid it off.
100% paid off, no loans.
What are your plans?
Let's see, build up enough funds to open up a garage that I can start getting people working for me.
There you go.
I was thinking to get myself a new truck, but I think I'm going to hold off until the new trucks get added to the game.
Yeah, I'm pimping this one, but I don't know. I'm not ready for the sleeper cab yet.
Gotcha.
I'm
Yeah,
happy
for
with-
me, the mid sleeper works just fine for me. I don't need the full blown sleeper. It's nice having the mid cab, because if I do a flatbed load or like a dump trailer like I have now, it doesn't look obnoxious having a big foil over top. But at the same time, hauling those box trailers doesn't look bad either.
Yeah, right.
So stylistically, it's not bad. Alright, so I'm currently on the I-5, northbound.
Sick. I am gonna park this on my first try, I hope.
Now you've jinxed it.
It's looking good. I'm not gonna get the forward swing. It was a valiant effort. Come up against the wall.
Oh shit. I just got nailed with a speeding offense.
For what?
Speeding?
No, yeah, but because it switched zones or what?
No, I mean I had been speeding this whole time trying to make up time. So,
I did get one speeding offense in this game. Nobody was around.
well, it was right at the same time that the way station thing clicks on, so I think there must be a trigger or camera there, which would make sense, honestly.
Yeah.
So there goes $1,000.
Oh well.
I mean, it was like, it was 10 over.
Well, I'm level 12, and I figure by the time I reach level 20, if there's no new trucks coming out and no word on them coming out soon, then I'll buy the level 20 truck and I'll go sleep.
All right. Well, because it's one of those, they're talking about a Freightliner coming in, and a Volvo at some point.
Yeah. I've got 2 drivers for me right now.
Oh, you do?
Dude, I'm making... at the end of my last 7 days, I was profiting 90 grand. So, I feel like that's pretty good.
Not bad.
But I also owe... I'll have to check.
Because I don't have anybody working for me, but at the same time, I'm debt free.
Oh, external boundaries. Yeah. Total distance.
Now, most would think after getting a speeding offense, I'd keep it under the speed limit. No.
Nope.
Normally, I'm very good about keeping it on the speed limit, but I'm just trying to make up distance right now, so that way we can link up and do a job.
So, how many hours out are you?
I am currently 8.
Alright, I'm going to grab a Sacramento to Stockton job.
Yeah, it's a short little jump.
Yeah, if I get that done quick and move on, I think it'll be good. But, yeah, I still owe $300,000. Whoa, easy there, boy. I always forget, like, you need to move your truck after you're done parking it, or it freaks out. You had that happen?
Okay, so there must be cameras along in here, or there's an admin that's really watching my tail, because I just got another $1,000 speeding offense.
Lord.
Alright, well, I'm going to actually back it down to the speed limit now.
Well, your trip's probably $8,000.
Let me take a look here. Probably. 15,000 will be my job income.
No.
Because it's a long haul.
Holy fuck. 15 grand for one job?
Yep.
That's crazy, dude.
That's why I put money into the long distance.
Wow. I get really bored on those long distance hauls. I gotta change it up.
Well, on on those long distance hauls, I don't mind doing it with when I'm doing, Skype call or whatever, because I can just talk and drive.
That's a good point.
It's like this whole trucking with Dave stuff.
I maxed my materials that I can haul.
Nice.
So now I put my most recent point into gas mileage, but I think I'm done with that because I'm really not seeing an amazing. Like, I'm supposed to go up. It's supposed to be 20% increase, or I'm at like 20% saved or whatever. I got a new truck with an 18-speed transmission. I still don't notice an increase in fuel mileage.
I've seen an increase myself on the 18-speed box. Yeah, not tons, but it's some. Especially on these long trips, it helps.
Yeah. Well, your trip economy is supposed to reset every time.
No, there should be a way to reset it, I think.
Right. Okay. I googled it, and they said I googled it, people were saying it resets when you fill up, but I haven't noticed the number changing when I fill up.
I don't either. I think I think what they're saying is you're supposed to reset it when you fill up.
Oh, yeah, I don't
know how to do that.
But I had a 14 speed, and I had a 14 speed, and now I'm at an 18 speed. And with my 14 speed, I was getting about 5.2, to 5.3, and with the 18 speed, I'm at 5.3 right now.
So I have not changed my fuel economy clock the entire time I've owned the truck because I don't know how.
And I've had the 18 speed for a while now, and I'm at 6.6 average fuel economy.
And what engine do you have? For the Monster 500 horsepower or whatever it is?
I think I got the 430.
Yeah, the medium one.
Yeah.
That's the same engine I got. But you have the aerodynamic looking body.
I don't know if aerodynamics are actually a factor in this.
I don't think so either. And if it is, it shouldn't be 2 miles to the gallon. Because that's pretty ridiculous.
No, it's one of those. I've had this 18 speed for a while, so I think it's just accumulated, mileage. Plus, again, I'm doing long hauls, so I'm not doing city driving. I'm just cruising down the freeway. You still there?
So, 5 hours.
I am 4 hours out.
4 hours, okay.
Oh,
I'm
4.5.
So we should be pretty aligned.
Sweet.
Yeah, making this quick jump will be good.
Oh, I gotta still park up too.
Right.
So yeah, you'll be able to make the jump and jump back. Now you were going to Stockton, you said?
Yeah, I'm 20 minutes out.
Alright. Yeah, I just went under a sign that said Sacramento, Stockton, so...
Sick.
I'm actually coming up on Stockton as we speak. So I'll be actually passing you.
You must be on the north side of Sacramento.
No, I'm on the south side. I'm going northbound on I-5. Passing Stockton right now.
Oh yeah, okay, I see you.
Yep, I see your dot.
How does it know again? How does it know we're friends, or does it not know?
Through Steam, I think.
Oh yeah, right. Come on, Bessie. I was watching for your dot, and I wasn't.
Well, I saw your dot, so.
I was watching for yours, and I wasn't focusing on shifting.
Oh. Yeah, shifting's kind of a thing. Alright, rolling into Sacramento. Forgot about the construction zone coming through here. I have to go north of Sacramento. I'm not going into downtown with my load.
Yeah, okay, that's why. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I gained another reverse gear with this 18-speed transmission.
Yeah, multiple reverse gears is kind of nice to have.
Having 4?
Yeah.
I'm definitely like the 3 I was solid with.
Yeah, I don't really think I don't really ever seem to use all 4, but...
Do you have the 18 with retarder?
No.
See, I don't even want to reach out and take my hands off the controller to use the retarder anyway. So...
I just use the engine brake.
Yeah, I don't really care. That's why I just went for regular 18 speed. I'm not going to use it, why pay for it?
Yeah, well, exactly. Same thing for me. It's like I didn't have plans on using it because I didn't use it in Euro Truck, so...
Yeah.
Though the nice thing is if you set your cruise control, it will actually hold you at that speed using the retarder. So if you're cruising down a hill...
Well, that's actually pretty useful. So I guess the 18 speed with retarder is good.
Yeah.
Especially.
Well, I mean, in Euro Truck, it was nice because they have speed cameras everywhere. So it's like if you coast down a hill even too fast, it's like you're nailed. Whereas, in American Truck, there's less speed cameras, so you can coast down a hill a little bit better.
Alright, I'm going to see what we got out on the market. Are you getting ready to park?
Yeah, I'm about an hour out. I'm turning onto the road that I actually need. So yeah, if you start searching, by the time we have something figured out, I think we'll be golden.
We got multiple San Rafael jobs, but they're down in Stockton. Yeah, because this is only searching my city since I can't do freight.
So you're then going to run up to Sacramento again?
Well, I'll see what you got, because if you have a San Rafael job from Sacramento, then we can roll that way. I got a pretty good variety.
It helps being close to the center of the map for that. And this is a road I don't think I've been on before. It's this little side road without really any markings on it. Very rural. It bypasses a way station though.
Kara spent $63 on cat toys and $36 on groceries for the week.
That sounds like Kara.
She kills me.
Yeah, I've not been down this road before. And it literally, the only thing this road goes to is the place that I need to drop this off. And you have to ride this road for an hour. So it's a pretty lengthy driveway, if you ask me.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Dude. This person has, like, the typical rust, like, above them.
Dude, this is a... crap.
Is it a roadside delivery?
It is.
Yes!
And I'm pointing the wrong way for it.
Beautiful.
Uh,
How do you, like, this person's got the huge, like, rust holes above the rear fender, you know?
yeah.
Like, truck. And then, like, a huge, like, amount of rust on their door. I'm just like, how do you even wash that vehicle? Like, there's holes in it, you know?
Right. Do a big old circle, I think.
You know, this shit, this person is chucking bottles into the river, what a dickhead.
Who's checking bottles in the river?
Oh no, they're kittens. They're not bottles, they're kittens. Oh, this
Why
is
is somebody
fucked up.
doing this?
Why is this video on Facebook?
Because it's Facebook?
Yeah. You know how, like, like, a lot of people were, to combat, like, Trump's campaign, they were like, make America great again, like, America was never great, and it isn't now, and it's not going to be, and, like, talking all this shit about what an awful country America is. Like, have you seen stuff? And then, like, Michelle Obama's speech is like, America is an amazing country, this is the best country in the world, and all those people who were posting on Facebook about how America was never great were like, yes, like, America is the greatest country in the world, I love you, Michelle Obama, and I'm just like,
You're just like, what?
people are fucking idiots. Ugh. So much bass backwards. How's that roadside park job going?
It's going. I think I got it. First try.
Nice. They don't give you much space with those.
Well, if you come in from the right direction, it's easy peasy, but if you come in from the wrong direction, turning it around is like, oh.
Yeah, that was my problem. I've only done one, and it was 4. Plus, I got dinged for the light on the way in because they make those stoplights so small you can't even see them.